Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and this is just my first video on YouTube, so I don't exactly know what I'm doing, but this was a lot of fun making, so a lot of support would be appreciated. I'm pretty much just taking a makeup wipe and wiping my face with it, so I have a completely naked face in this first clip. Then I'm taking a moisturizer by Nivea that has SPF 30 and rubbing that on my face. And then I'm taking my Sukin eye cream and rubbing that on not just the bottom of my eyes but my entire lid as well. And then taking a Q-tip to kind of soak up the moisture in my inner corners. I do this because when I put my concealer on, it kind of mixes with the moisture in my inner tear ducts and it gets really annoying, and it kind of irritates my eye as well. Here I'm taking a Maybelline concealer and putting that around my mouth because I do have a lot of darkness there. I think a lot of mixed people do, and on the sides of my nose and the middle of my brows. And then putting it under my eyes, and I just blend that out with my finger, and I take it across my cheekbone and just below my temple to kind of pull everything up a little bit. Yeah, and I just blend that out with my finger. And then I take a creamier, lighter, much lighter concealer, and I run that along my cheekbones and just below my temples to kind of pull my face up again and highlight. It makes my cheekbones kind of look a little bit higher than they are because I don't have a lot of cheekbone definition. So this just helps with that. Here I am taking my Ben Nye banana powder, which is the best setting powder I've ever used because it's got yellow undertones, so it won't make you look pink or orange. And this is really great for people of mixed cultures or backgrounds, I should say, because our skins tend to be a lot more yellow toned than most, and when we put a pink foundation on it, it just looks way out of whack with the rest of our body. I'm taking a BYS brow pencil and filling in my eyebrows, and I think this is pretty standard. Yeah, and then I'm just kind of brushing out the pencil with the spoolie on the end of the pencil. By the way, I know that one of my eyebrows is a little bit higher than the other one, so no one in the comments needs to point that out, just a bit of a disclaimer. Then I'm taking a white eyeliner and running that along my finger and applying it to my brow bone and my eyelids. I do this for school as well, so do comment down below if you want to see me do a video on how I do my makeup for school, because I do go to a private school and that means that I can't wear makeup, so I try to make it look like I'm wearing as little makeup as possible. And then I'm taking a pale gold colour and dabbing that on my eye with my finger, then taking a light matte brown colour and putting that in the outer V and the crease. Just using a fluffy Eco Tools brush to do that. And I don't really focus on making the edge sharp because I clean that up at the end anyway, so I get really sloppy in this part, I guess. I then take a darker kind of greyish brown colour and intensify the look a little bit more, but only on the outer V. And this eyeshadow is actually really sheer, which I don't mind because I do like to build up the intensity on the outer corners rather than just putting it straight on with a dark eyeshadow. Here's me cleaning it up, the edges, with the makeup wipe that I used earlier, and then going over it with a bit of powder to kind of conceal it again. I'm taking the same dark greyish brown eyeshadow and applying it under my eyes to kind of level out the dark and light colours on my eyes and kind of make it all seem unified. Taking a light white sparkly-ish eyeshadow and putting it in my inner tear ducts. I don't put a lot in it for this look just because I feel like putting white eyeshadow in your inner tear ducts kind of makes you look really done up, and I don't really want to look too done up for work. And I'm putting that on my brow bone as well to kind of highlight. Now this, I think I went away to get a mirror. Yes. Yeah, I got a mirror for that part. This is where I get most stressed for my eye makeup because my eyeliner takes so long to do, and luckily in this video I did it really well, which I'm actually quite impressed with. But yeah, I'm just taking I think it's a Savvy liquid eye pen, and I only do my liquid liner with pens because any other way is just too difficult and I just make too many mistakes, and this is just the easiest way for me. Yeah, and I alternate between both eyes just to kind of make sure they're both even. And I feel like if I do one eye and then the other eye, it just looks too unsymmetrical and it just doesn't really go really well. And I find that this is easier anyway, so I can do little by little instead of stressing out about one eye at a time. And I bring it down kind of into my inner corners, but not too far in that it looks like a cat eye. And I also dab it a little bit on the outer corners just to kind of intensify my lower lash line a little bit. Here I'm taking a bronzing powder from Mary Kay and Ashley and using a fan brush to do this. And contouring makes such a big difference to my face. Ever since I started doing it, I kind of just couldn't stop. And I'm also putting some on my nose because I have a fairly large nose that needs to be, I guess, smaller. I went to go get my blush brush, I remember that. And I'm taking this cream blush from Sephora and kind of putting that on my cheeks. And this is a really natural blush and it's pretty much the only one that I ever use. And then I'm taking Physicians Formula highlighter and putting that on my cheekbones and kind of below my temples just to kind of highlight my cheekbones, which I don't really have. Then taking a Revlon lip stain pen, not too sure of the shade, but this one's the really natural one, and just lining my lips with that. I'm not too into lipsticks or anything because I always have to reapply, and that's just really annoying for me. And then I take the Physicians Formula highlighter and put it on my Cupid's bow. Oh, here I had to cut out because, I mean, I was doing my mascara and you just couldn't see it. This is my mascara all done. Yeah. And that's my look done for work. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'd appreciate it if you guys could comment or like or subscribe and request me to do any other videos. I had a lot of fun making this and I hope that it might have helped someone in some way, and yeah.